Okay guys, so today, a vlog, something a little bit different. I'm going to take you on a tour around London. Let's do it.
Living it up in the city, the concrete is our country, and your love's the only thing I need. We don't care about money, don't got none, don't worry, 'cause your love's the only thing I need.
I'm going to take you guys on a tour around London. I posted on my Instagram today, where do people want to see in London, and I'm going to follow where people tell me they want to see in London. I'm not sure what that is yet. I'm yet to look on my phone, so it's going to be a bit random, but if you're interested in seeing London today, then watch the video, enjoy it. I'm going to show as much as I can. Yeah, I'll show you a thing or two about life in London.
Wrapped up in the color.
The day is set and the weather is looking perfect for a trip around London. First we're going to head to the Underground station to catch the train, also known as the Tube. If you're not familiar with London, then this is the best means of transport for travelling around. We use a contactless bank card to pay, or what's known as an Oyster card, which is a card specifically designed for putting money on for when you need to use the Underground or buses or any transport in London. You simply tap in when you enter the terminals of a train station and tap back out. The charge is automatically added to your card.
Saying that I'm underdressed, I can't help but to provoke. Stratosphere making you choke. Is anyone saying they're in need of rest? Holding on to it.
So firstly, we're going to start in Notting Hill. This is not typically a place that I would visit in London, and to tell the truth, this is the first time that I actually go in here for the sole purpose of visiting. Most of the attractions here live within the film Notting Hill, which made this place so popular for taking pictures around all the different coloured houses. There are some market stalls here where you can buy some different types of souvenirs, and some small little cafes with some nice cakes, etc.
Is anyone saying that I'm underdressed? I can't help but to provoke. Stratosphere making you choke. Is anyone saying they're in need of rest?
So guys, we just made it to Notting Hill, and not a lot going on, mostly just market stalls, places from films, those kind of scenes. It's a big tourist attraction, I think mainly because of the film Notting Hill and the kind of beautiful little houses around here, but apart from that, yeah, not much going on. So yeah, that was a kind of a summary of Notting Hill. So now check my phone, see what the next request is. Buckingham Palace, let's do it.
We are the river, we are the dreamers.
The next station is High Street Kensington. Change for the District Line via Earl's Court. Exit.
Aiming for the stars against the sky. When we are together, we are bright. We'll light up. We've been waiting for this moment to come. We were made for this adventure. We feel it in our blood. We'll light up. Eyes open wide and the world is before us. We are the sound of a beautiful chorus, holding to the feeling, you and I. When we are together, we are bright. We'll light up. We've been waiting for this moment to come. We were made for this adventure. We feel it in our blood. We'll light up.
I forgot what the name of the statue is behind me. But anyway, We're here at Buckingham Palace now, and it's very quiet because obviously we're in a pandemic, and it's quite nice actually because the last time I came here was so busy. But I have to say, like, a good time to come to Buckingham Palace is when they do the changing of the guards. If you look that up on Google, you'll see the guards change, and it's around like 10 AM or 11 AM. And I definitely recommend coming to Buckingham Palace during that time. But apart from that, it's a beautiful day. Who says it's not sunny in London? Next request is St James's Park, which is conveniently located right next to Buckingham Palace. So we'll take a short walk through St James's Park, and then we'll head over to Big Ben, which is about a 15-minute walk from St James's Park.
When I wake up, I begin my search for you. Though I found you years ago, when I wasn't searching, I knows us.
So guys, this is London Eye as it stands. Oh, London Eye, Big Ben, sorry. This is Big Ben. Major construction works going on, and it's been like this for the past 3 years. So unfortunately we're not really going to get a good view of Big Ben because it looks like that. These telephone boxes are obviously very famous in London or around the UK. I always used to associate them with like somewhere where people would go to the toilet, so typically they would always stink, but obviously these ones are a bit more cared for in London because they're very tourist attractions. But yeah, iconic. There you are, the Big Ben. And the next request is the London Eye, so let's head over to there. So this area here is what we call the South Bank. It's a good place to come for food and drink. It's right next to the river, so make sure you wear something warm because it does get a little bit cold. There's also a cool skate park here, which you can hang out and watch the skateboarders attempt to look cool. Walking past this, it will take you up to the London Eye. I definitely recommend going on here because it does give a great view of London, and you can make a whole day of it. You know, you can spend time here along the South Bank with all the restaurants. You can have some food and drink, and then you can go on the London Eye. I always recommend going on the London Eye around sunset. You need to see London during the day and also when it's at night time too. Okay guys, the next stop is Piccadilly Circus. This area is very touristy. There are many restaurants here. Typically they're usually quite expensive and chain restaurants with not very exciting food. So we're going to head over to our next request, which is Chinatown, just around the corner from Piccadilly Circus.
I guess the track don't really stick unless he's blowing something. And I never fit the shoe until I do it something. Yo, bracing myself like teeth, boy, it's the same old roof on some new concrete. But homie, these tones make you get a new ID. I'm trying to do my thing, but the commute ain't cheap. I'm on a 2-day week for all this rap these days, and we can still pitch the track to all the whack DJs. We're singing happy days, wearing tacky J's, and I'm just pumped that I made it out my nappy phase. Let's go. We can turn the whole world around. I'm in the backseat, really trying to hold it down. And if you up now from the lost and found, and get your hands up high and your shoulders down and say, we can turn the whole world around. I'm in the backseat, really trying to hold it down. And if you up now from the lost and found, and get your hands up high.
I kind of forgot to do vlogging because I got tired and I gave up. So now we're in Neil's Yard near Covent Garden. Going to Greenwich soon. So keep watching. This area is Covent Garden. This is also a very touristy area, but I personally recommend this area. There are some good restaurants around here, some nice market stalls to buy different souvenirs. Also loads of market stalls to try different foods.
Ocho beats and rappers look like pollo meat and froyo sweet, so yo soy like so low key. Alright, stop. I need to smile, son. It's been a while, son. He picked me up to sit apart from all the proud, son. And I was just another kid on the block. I never did a thing to get where I got. Yeah, I like that.
We're on a bus, headed to that boat. Someone asked me if it's safe to have your phone camera on the bus. I would say for the most part, yes, it is safe. Perhaps when it's at night time, probably not so safe because there's less people around. But if you're in central London, then yeah, it's safe. There might be some areas in London where I wouldn't recommend having your phone, your camera. But phones are like normal. You see like people will use phones everywhere. Also, we use our bank cards, contactless to get onto buses. You just have to tap to get onto buses. Free newspapers they're provided in London on the public transport. We have this one and another one in the standard, but these are always free to read or free to take. Okay, so we've gone off the track of following the request from the people and decided we want to try out this new Uber boat. We are going to go over to Greenwich in South London and find somewhere to watch the sunset. The Uber boat is new to London. It's a quick way to travel. Initially I thought you had to buy a ticket, which you can see me strolling to do here. But all you need to do is tap your bank card here, and again when you exit, and it will automatically charge you for the journey.
She'll howl at the walls, tearing down doors of time. Shelter as we go.
So the total of the journey is about 45 minutes and costs around £8 per person. It's a great way to get an express tour of London. We have arrived in Greenwich, which will be the last destination of this vlog. It's about 7 PM now, so we'll head over to the park to get a good view of the sunset over the London skyline.
Say something?
So we've made it to Greenwich. A bit sunburned. So I'm not too happy about it, but I didn't expect to get sunburned in these conditions. I put on my face, but I forgot to put on my neck. Suffered the consequences of that. So now it's time to go see the sunset in Greenwich. So let's do it. Let's go. It's me again. Made it to Greenwich. I'm gonna watch the sunset. Took a little drink for me. And yeah, it's the end of the day. It's been a long day. I forgot how big London is. And I would say I've probably done about half of London, so I'm not going to make a part 2 of this video because I just don't have enough time right now. But yeah, that was half of London. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anywhere you liked, particularly put in the comments if there's anywhere that you really want to see in London. Till then guys, enjoy the sunset. See you in the next video.
Don't forget.
Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you like this type of video, let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this. I'm sure I can facilitate that. See you soon. Ciao.
Gonna tell you stories of mine. Julia, who am I? Who am I? Darling, for you, who am I? Could be a burden in time. Lonely, who am I? Julia, who am I? Darling, for you, who am I? Gonna be a burden, who am I? Darling, to you, who am I? I come alone here. I come alone here. I come
Go home.